The 2017 Audi A3 made Consumer Reports list of sedans to never buy. They gave it a green choice label recently, but the positives seem to end right there. There are 4 recalls out on this, 3 of which are for airbags, 1 for the potential of an engine stall, which sucks if you're going uphill. The reliability and owner satisfaction scores came in at 1 out of 5. The 2011 Buick Lucerne, not exactly a popular sedan, especially 10 years later. However, it was unreliable enough to give it that never buy label. The Lucerne has 2 recalls, both for the electrical system. The 2011 scored an average of 3 out of 5 for reliability. The same score counts for its owner satisfaction as well. This was another green choice winner from Consumer Reports, the 2011 Chevy Cruze. It was affordable, but came with a lot of headaches for its owners. 7 recalls, electrical systems, brakes, possible engine fires, and problems with the fuel system all plague this Chevy. There are also a variety of steering problems. Gosh, could you go any worse? The reliability and owner satisfaction scores came in 1 out of 5, so I guess it could get worse. The 2015 Chrysler 200 has 8 open recalls and a low satisfaction score from owners as well. The recalls are related to the electrical system, powertrain, airbags, and suspension. Reliability score came in at 3 out of 5. Since its inception in 2012, this vehicle has ranked low for owner satisfaction. On the upside, it has a relatively good safety score from the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration. Please allow me to interrupt this video. If you're looking for a compact car that's great on reliability, comfort, economy, and safety, check out my review on the 2022 Honda Civic Hatchback. This is a sport touring trim level, which starts just under $30,000. I put a link in the description below. The 2011 Ford Fiesta also has recalls open for latches, locks, and airbags. CR gave it a score of 1 out of 5 for both reliability and owner satisfaction. For reliability trouble spots, it had problems with the engine and transmission. They said the Fiesta was pretty expensive for what drivers were getting out of it. Well, the Kia Forte had tough years in 2017 and 2019. Not a good reputation there. Consumer Reports noted that the owner satisfaction score for the Forte remained at a 1 out of 5 since 2014. The reliability score was 3 out of 5 for the 2017 model. Both scores dropped to 1 out of 5 for the 2019. That one also racked up 2 recalls. The Insurance Institute for Highway Safety gave the Forte good safety scores, though. This one will make you scratch your head. Consumer Reports suggests avoiding the 2016 Mercedes-Benz C-Class sedan. It's considered a luxury sedan, but still pretty expensive. Unfortunately, it has 11 recalls. For such a new car, there are a lot of safety issues with this one. The first one is for the adhesive bounding the front panel, which could detach and fly off the vehicle. Owners reported problems with the emergency call system, the steering wheel, and airbags. Quote, a car that cannot be properly steered has an increased risk of a crash, unquote. That's an obvious statement. Problems with the engine, electronics, and visibility are also noted on the recalls. Consumer Reports gave it a 4 out of 5 for reliability, though. That's a good thing. It also scored 2 out of 5 for owner satisfaction. I recently posted a top 10 least reliable car brands in 2021, and the comments below said, hey, what about the most reliable? You gave us the least. What about the most? Well, I'll give you the least at the end of this video, but now here are the 10 most reliable vehicles that you should consider. So according to Consumer Reports, these cars are least likely to have issues, so they're the most reliable in America. So we begin at number 10 with the Mazda CX-9. The other list was brands. These are specific cars in America. So the brands, or the least reliable brands, these are the cars. And the most reliable, or at least number 10, is a CX-9 from Mazda. This 3-row Mazda straddles the line where luxury begins and ends. It's also pretty fun to drive for a family hauler. The fact that it's reliable to boot makes it an easy SUV to recommend from Consumer Reports. Number 9, the Subaru Crosstrek. Few vehicles define a segment quite like the Crosstrek. It's a good buy with class-leading ground clearance, tall seating position, and good visibility, a surprisingly spacious cargo area, and multiple driving modes geared towards inclement weather and dirt roads. I love it. And according to Consumer Reports, it also sees fewer trips to the mechanic. Number 8, the Toyota Highlander. It wouldn't be a reliability list without one of these, at least one Toyota on it. Indeed, the Highlander isn't the sole Toyota here. We'll get to that. They especially like the hybrid for its excellent fuel economy, no brainer there, but Consumer Reports didn't break out its reliability list by powertrain. At number 7, the Honda Insight. They say it's quite handsome, comfortable, and affordable for a hybrid sedan. It's also safe and, according to Consumer Reports data, reliable. At number 6, the Mazda MX-5 Miata. No-brainer here. This is a fun vehicle to drive. It's an incredibly engaging roadster, at least when equipped with a manual transmission. So that's why it's on the list. The number 5 most reliable car in America, according to Consumer Reports, is the Cadillac XT5. One of the newer nameplates on this list. It also is a hot seller for the American luxury brand. It's also Cadillac's most reliable vehicle. Go figure. Here's your second Toyota, the Prius. The Prius has been the face of Toyota efficiency for years. This popular hybrid won't just save you trips to the bump, it will also save you trips to the mechanic. We're not done with Toyota. How about the Prius Prime at number 3? It's like the standard Prius, including in terms of reliability, but with a bigger battery and a plug. Did you expect to see a Kia at number 2? The Niro Electric. This all-electric member of the Kia Niro family is funky and fun to drive, according to Consumer Reports. If you buy it, you'll not just get a sporty and economical EV, but also a reliable one. And the most reliable car in America, according to Consumer Reports data, the Lexus GX. This Land Cruiser Prada-based GX, which got a perfect score of 100, helped put Lexus back at the top of the Consumer Reports list of most reliable brands this year. This platform itself is on the old side, but an infotainment update for 2022 helps modernize this burly SUV. So there you go, the top 10 most reliable cars in America according to data, and now the least reliable car brands in 2021. Here you go. At number 10, according to HotCars.com, Mercedes-Benz. Once considered the most reliable brand in the world, they are a far cry from that tag these days. Finding themselves in the bottom 10 is a rather dramatic fall from grace. But in recent years, what once was their bread and butter, the C-Class, has let them down. It does not suffer from any major safety-related issues though, mostly just electrical issues that are easily resolved. Number 9, Cadillac. With an over-reliance on the GM parts bin, their biggest problem is their build quality compared to similarly priced luxury cars. It's an old problem that always leaves you wondering why anyone would be willing to shell out twice the money for something that is still essentially a glorified Chevy. Hot Cars has Ford at number 8. They say it's a company that has never really had the best reliability record, so landing in the bottom 5 isn't really surprising, especially considering the sheer volume of pickups they produce. What they say is inexcusable is the EcoSport, a confusing blend between a crossover and a Fiesta hatchback. They say it's a very poorly made car and single-handedly brings the brand closer to the bottom of the reliability rankings. Number 7, Mini. In many ways, Mini serves as BMW's guinea pig. Getting rather a lot of technology in a very small package, reliability ends in tears. Although they are improving, BMW are at best average in terms of reliability. Finishing higher than their arch rival Mercedes is a testament to that improvement. But the little Minis are not so fortunate. Electrical issues aside, it's the engine failures that are far more concerning. At number 6, Volkswagen. It continues to slide into oblivion, says Hot Cars. With so many of their cars now made in China, it is understandable though. For a company to get it so wrong with what is essentially their foundation is rather disappointing to see. One would have expected some form of improvement from such a big company, but with a shift toward electric, they will likely first go backwards before they start moving in the right direction. At number 5, Tesla. In many ways, all current Tesla customers are essentially test pilots for what is basically future technology. Having said that, some of these test pilots are risking their lives in this endeavor. Many of the myriad of issues their cars have are directly related to safety, and that needs to be addressed in short order if they want to retain their customers. Number 4 is Lincoln. Other brands excused from the overall study because of limited data, low sales volume for example, might well have finished worse off than Lincoln, but nevertheless, what is supposed to be a premium brand is frustratingly unreliable. Ford at least has other vehicles to pull their ratings up a bit, but Lincoln pretty much inherited all their problems with no such safety net. Number 3, Fiat. Fiat and its vehicles can now be found at the bottom of their class. The Fiat 124 Spider can usually be found in last or second to last place in all sports car rankings. The Fiat 500 is another car from the Italian manufacturer that's not rated very highly by its owners either. It should be noted that the Fiat 124 Spider is a very decent and fun sports car. However, J.D. Power gave it a downright awful predicted reliability rating, 2 out of 5. That's the lowest rating J.D. Power assigns. Your first runner-up is the Alfa Romeo. Alfa's Giulia model might just be the sportiest model in its class, however. It also ranked towards the bottom in terms of reliability. The biggest issue when it comes to buying an Alfa Romeo is the brand's low reliability rating. There's only a tiny 13% chance that the Giulia won't require any repairs during a 3-year period. Owners have reported problems with its fuel system, the AC unit, power equipment, and interior electronics. And the least reliable car brand on the market, according to Hot Cars, Land Rover Range Rover. The British SUV brand may have a reputation for making luxurious vehicles, but there's nothing luxurious about needing roadside assistance. The previous Range Rover Evoque, as well as the current Land Rover Discovery, both ranked at the bottom of their respective classes. There are several reported problems with these vehicles, such as leaking head gaskets, throttle body coolant leak, oil leaks, air suspension that fails, and the list goes on.
One final note, if you are in the market for a new vehicle soon, great. Connect with your local dealership and price and test drive at least 3 different vehicles. A vehicle's strengths and weaknesses can only be discovered when you are behind the wheel. My reviews can be good, but you need to test drive these yourself. Visit quotes.everymandriver.com, select the make, model, and your zip code, and you'll get invoice pricing in your area on those vehicles. Shop smarter with price quotes at quotes.everymandriver.com.